I first heard about the Kingdom Assignment when I was in 7th grade, and an elder at my church, Jeff Abbott, gave me the book as a present, and I read it, and I was inspired by all the work that people did with the $100 bills and the work that God did with them, and I wanted to do my own project, my own Kingdom Assignment, so that's where it took off in 7th grade. So then I came up with the idea that I wanted to help a shelter for abused women and children, because not a lot of people think, oh yeah, let's raise money for abused women and children. So I looked on the internet for all these shelters, and a lot of them were out of state, and I kind of wanted to do one in state so I could visit it and give the money to them personally. So I kept looking and I prayed about it, but nothing really came up. So then I talked to Jeff about it, and I told him how I came up with the idea of abused women and children. And that's when he first became part of the board for the Sheepfold. So it was perfect, and I knew right off the bat that's who I wanted to raise money for. And then I needed to come up with an idea, I wanted an original idea, just like how I wanted an original organization. So I prayed about it more, and I thought about it, and me and my mom worked together on it, and we came up with the idea to get 2 wooden trees, Christmas trees, because it's around Christmas time, and drill holes in them, and then take the $100 bill and break it up into $1 bills, and then we rolled up the $1 bills and put them in each of the drilled holes, and I set it up at church for about 4 to 5 weeks, and then as people passed by, I asked them to trade the $1 bill for a 5 or 10 or anything higher than a dollar bill, and then I would color code each different bill. When I first came up with the idea, my sisters did think that it was kind of who would trade $1 bill for a higher bill? They would say, oh, they're getting ripped off. No one would do that. When I first came home after the first week of raising money at my church, I came home with a $100 bill that someone traded for a $1 bill, and I showed my sisters oh, look what someone gave me for a $1 bill, and they couldn't believe it. They were really amazed, and actually the next week I went, they came and helped set up the trees and work there with me, so it was cool to have their support. After the 4 to 5 weeks at my church, I raised $1,200 just by my church, and my goal actually was $1,000, so I was really excited to go over my goal. And then after that, I went to deliver the $1,200 to one of the Sheepfold shelters with the women and children in there. And when I went to deliver the money, they told me they had a surprise to tell me, and they told me that all these businessmen kept matching what I made, so they were matching the $1,200, and in the end it came out to $13,000, and then kind of recently I found out that it actually was $16,000, so that was the result of my first year of just trading up trees.